How's it going, everyone? Bass here. So I have some Wednesday injury report updates for you guys for this upcoming game, Week 6, Packers versus Jets. And if you are new here and want more Packers news analysis and updates every single day, such as this, please consider going down, clicking that subscribe button, as well as turning on post notifications to not miss any of these updates. All right, so firstly, we have a new player practicing coming off the PUP. That is Kylin Hill. The tweet was put out by Tom Silverstein here, and it states, LaFleur said that running back Kylin Hill will begin practicing, the first step back from being on PUP. Packers have 3 weeks to decide whether to activate him to the 53-man roster. He's a candidate for kick returns. So as it states in the tweet, the Packers do have 3 weeks to decide whether or not to put Kylin Hill back onto the active roster, and then which they would have to cut a player to then add Kylin Hill to it. But getting him back is definitely very important. They could use him in jet sweeps, jet motions on the offense, as well as, like it says in the tweet, as a kick returner. Obviously, we saw last week Rodgers get demoted at kick return. Christian Watson went in, but Christian Watson also re-injured his hamstring, which we'll get into here in a second. But Kylin Hill could slot right in a kick return and could even be a candidate for punt returns as well, which Rodgers has been struggling at. I actually expected Kylin Hill to be back a lot sooner than this, but nice to see him finally start practicing. All right, so now into the other players that aren't practicing today and a player that did return. A tweet was put out by Rob Demovsky, and it states, no Christian Watson hamstring injury with the receiver group at practice. Only other did not participate, Aaron Rodgers, thumb injury, and Tipa Nalii, unknown. Returned, Devontae Wyatt with his quad injury. So as we saw there, firstly, Christian Watson not practicing with the wide receivers in this Wednesday practice, re-injuring his hamstring, a hamstring that's pretty much been bothering him the past month, so really not good to see there. But there was a quote by Matt LaFleur basically stating his concern with this injury. Christian Watson told me in London he wasn't concerned about his hamstring, which pulled after being held on a route versus Giants. Matt LaFleur says still no long-term concern. Quote, he got tugged on a route, and that's why it's such a big deal when guys get tugged. That stuff happens. So overall, it seems like the concern isn't too high, but obviously hamstrings, as I say every single time I see a hamstring or a groin injury, they tend to linger around. And that's exactly what happened with this one. Re-injuring his hamstring. Who knows if he'll even be ready for this New York Jets game. But nonetheless, he's not practicing today. We'll see what happens tomorrow and Friday. And then as for the Aaron Rodgers thumb injury that happened in that last play of the game against the Giants, that attempted Hail Mary where, Aaron Rodgers' hand got hit, the ball came out, his hand came forward and hit his thumb on someone's helmet. So I thought that was going to come up on the injury report, and it definitely did. But both Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur don't really have any concern with it. This tweet was put out by Rob Demovsky, and it states, Aaron Rodgers mentioned yesterday on Pat McAfee's show that his thumb was a little sore after the last hit versus New York Giants, and Matt LaFleur said that Rodgers won't practice today, but added, I don't think we have much concern for game day. So likely just letting Aaron Rodgers rest his thumb that's a little sore on this Wednesday practice. He'll likely be back at practice tomorrow and Friday in full fashion and be ready for this Jets game. And then we also saw Tipa Nalii not practicing today with an unknown injury. That injury will be announced when the official injury report comes out, but he's not practicing today. Then we also saw return Devontae Wyatt with his quad injury. He missed last game against the Giants. Hopefully we'll be able to return here against the Jets. But TJ Slayton got a lot more snaps last game against the Giants and probably had his best game of his career. Really liked what I saw from him, but also want to see Devontae Wyatt come back. So good thing he is at least returning in limited fashion at least today. I also wanted to remind you guys I am giving away this Christian Watson signed Packers helmet. To enter in this giveaway, go to pristineauction.com, register on their website using my code BASS, B-A-S. That's at pristineauction.com, and you'll be entered in this giveaway and also receive a free $10 site credit. But that about does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. But I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.